Hey guys, welcome back once again. Today, we're going to be talking about interests. Specifically, why do we have these sort of like callings towards a certain subject? And then why do they seem so fleeting? Why do they seem to only last a week at most? So that's what we're going to be talking about today. First, we need to define the difference between an interest and a hobby because those two things are extremely similar. An interest, of course, is something you really want to learn about, but maybe don't want to like put any work in towards it. Like, maybe like I had an interest in ant keeping. I really wanted to make it a hobby, but I didn't want to put in the effort for it. I was interested in it, but I wasn't willing to make it like a full-time sort of hobby type thing. So that's the basic definition I'm going to be referring to in this video. So, why make this video? So I've been interested in quite a few things recently, and over my lifetime, YouTube being one of them, but this is one that I keep coming back to and I actually put the work in, so it's becoming more of a hobby almost. But I've also been interested in ant keeping and art and music and animation, all things I would have loved to turn into hobbies, but I just never really had the patience to. And that's another thing, is that most reasons that people have interests instead of hobbies is patience. Certain people just aren't as patient as others. They don't have the dedication that other people have. I have a video on dedication all by itself, so if you want to learn more about that subject, well, no, I shouldn't say learn more. If you want to hear more about that subject, that's the place to do it. But why don't these interests last? Like, I, again, have always been interested in ants. I still am interested in ants. But why does it never feel like I'm truly dedicated to it? That I really want to make it a hobby, that I want to put the effort in? And partially, that has to deal with motivation. Because we only have so many things that we can care about at once, you know? And I feel like so much of our time is taken, like, say you have a job, a hobby, a family, a couple of friends, you know. Those all take up time. Some amount of time. That, and then you also have to deal with basic human needs and just all the other things that come with being a person in today's society, like grocery shopping, you know, other things like that that might take up a whole lot of your time that you don't necessarily want to deal with. So, when all is over, you have on a weekday where you have an 8-hour a day job, you probably have an hour or two to yourself. And that's about all you get all day. So, realistically, dedicating yourself to more than one thing in that time just isn't gonna happen. That's why so many people have hobbies, but don't necessarily have more than one hobby or interest. And, you know, as someone who doesn't have to deal with everything of being an adult, you know, still in high school, it's still hard. I still can't find time to do much more than what I'm already trying to do. And it's just part of the way our society is designed. Our society was designed a really, really long time ago, and it was designed to make us workers, basically. And the whole not having any free time idea definitely came up whenever they wanted people to stay loyal to the company. They didn't want people thinking outside the box. They didn't want people trying their own new thing. And that was definitely the belief back then, but things have changed. Being unique is on the rise. So why is this standard not changing? Why are we not getting, more time. And it's partially how you live your life. If you live your life so that you don't have to have a job, and that's really hard to do in this economy, and, well, specifically in America. But it's really hard to do that. It's really hard to find the ability to, but it is possible. So say you don't have a job to deal with. We'll say you have a type of job, but say it's only 2 to 3 hours working from home. Okay, that changes the equation a lot. You'll have a lot more time to focus on all the tiny little things in life, all the things you want to get better at but couldn't find the time for beforehand, you can now do. But now, as a kid who has been able to experience this in my own small little way, why can you still not find the motivation to continue pursuing these interests? And I'm not going to tell you I have any answers, and for this particular topic, I don't even really have any theories on it. It was just something that I thought about, and I was like, well, why can't this happen? Why can't we stay dedicated to one thing, to one, well, we can stay dedicated, what am I talking about? Why can't we have multiple interests? Why can't we stay interested in the same thing for any longer than a couple of months? And I still can't answer that question. I have no clue. But I'm hoping that some of you do. So, right there, that is the conclusion of this. I hope you guys all really enjoyed. If you have any theories of your own of why interests seem to function like this, please leave something in the comments. I would love to hear your side of this story. Of course, if you like more videos like this one, you can go refer to the playlist, like, subscribe, all that sort of stuff. But really, I'll say it with all my I'll say it with this video just like I say it with every other one. This video is simply to start a conversation. What are maybe some of your interests? What are maybe some reasons you feel we drift away from our interests? Those are just a couple of questions I posed to you. So I'll see you in the comments.